She was hairless, scabby, and sprinting across the road like a gremlin. No collar, no owner, just mange, panic, and giant ears. We named her Grace, and she changed everything. But before we get to her transformation, here's how we accidentally ended up here. I'm Bee, and this is my husband Anton. We're over 40s and used to be digital nomads. In 2018, we gave away all our possessions, packed up 2 backpacks, and set out to travel the world. Fast forward to 2020, we were on our way to a family wedding in South Africa, and as I'm sure you can guess, suddenly the world shut down. We found ourselves stuck in Bali, and honestly, it was a blessing in disguise. Nomading in your 40s sounds romantic, but it's exhausting. Bali gave us something we didn't know we needed: rest, routine, community, and a scruffy little dog. He showed up at our hotel door every day for biscuits and cuddles, and we named him Rocket, after the Guardians of the Galaxy character. Until one day, Rocket showed up with teats. Turns out, Rocket was actually a she named Molly, and she had just had puppies. She belonged to a lovely family behind the hotel who already had 3 adult dogs. We were worried about more puppies adding to the strain and offered to cover neutering. They agreed. 1 pup was adopted within the family, and Molly and her remaining daughter recovered in our room. Well, it didn't stop there. Soon we offered the same to the other neighbors because most let their dogs free roam, and they all said yes. In the last few years, we've helped neuter 26 dogs and 5 cats approximately, just in our little area, and provided food and vet care for all when needed. We're not rescuers, we never meant to get involved, but where there's need, how do you not help? Which brings us to the gremlin named Grace. We'd gone up to the volcanic region of Bali to escape the heat, and on our way back, we saw her. Hairless, mange-ridden, darting in and out of a busy road. She looked like she'd given up. We pulled over, and a kind food vendor gave us a cardboard box. I gave up my hoodie, and that's how Grace came with us. Snappy, smelly, scabby, but now with hope in her eyes. She spent 2.5 weeks at the vet, and every day we visited, she changed just a little. Less fear, more tail wags, and then came the fuzz. A grey stubble that made her look like a baby elephant. We fell in love. Eventually we found a shelter willing to take her in and find her a forever home. And as the weeks passed, her fur grew in sleek, shiny and black. Grace the gremlin became Grace the Gorgeous. A 1.5 years later, she was adopted by a wonderful German family who treats her like absolute royalty. But she'll always be ours in a weird, spiritual, doggy parent kind of way. Since encountering Grace, random animals have been dumped on our street. About 2 adult dogs, 5 puppies, 5 kittens, and 2 cats. We found homes for some, others we're still paying for at a shelter. 1 didn't make it. And 1, well, he's now our full-time fur baby, which is a crazy story of its own, which we will share soon. We never wanted or planned any of this. We're not building a shelter and not asking for donations, but we do need help, and so do the heroes in Bali who actually rescue full-time, which is the biggest part of why we created this channel. Having viewed this video, you've made a donation to help Bali animals with only the cost of a few minutes of your time, and we thank you so much for that. A lot more views are needed to feed, treat, and home the next Grace. So if you feel led to share this video, we would be immensely grateful, and please feel free to watch other videos on our channel. I'm sure you'll like them. It takes a community to make a difference, and we thank you for being a part of ours.